Yo, we're back for another long form content video. We're going to be talking about TCG Player Direct, whether or not it should stay or should it go. I think there's a song about that. I'm really excited about this topic because I've heard a lot of people talk about it. A lot of the people that I've personally heard talk about Direct being down are people that have actively been involved with the Direct platform inside of selling things. I, however, am on the other side. So I only use TCG Marketplace. I'm not a pro seller. I'm not a direct seller. I literally just list my products and I look to make money just from the standard marketplace fees, structures, and tools that are available. So how do I feel about that? Because what I'm hearing from the direct sellers is that there's a big surge of people. Maybe they're on Reddit. They're places that I don't see, to be honest. I haven't seen this sentiment, but clearly it's there. There's a lot of marketplace sellers that are saying, down with direct. Direct should never come back. We're making more money than ever. We're getting more sales than ever. And direct never should have existed in the first place. Now, do I agree with that? I'm going to be straight up. No, I don't agree with that. I think direct serves a purpose. I think it provides a service and it allows TCG Player to make money, which is actually super important. And you may stop and say, wait a second, Matt. Wait a second. TCG Player takes 13% of every order that I sell. They're taking money out of my pocket. Well, listen, they also provide a service, okay? They provide a service. They put eyes on your content, on your cards, allow people to access them, to buy your cards. Whereas if you didn't have TCG Player, if you didn't have eBay for that matter, you would have to be grinding all the time in marketing. And how much more would you spend in marketing than the simple service that eBay or TCG provide? Think about that, okay? I don't think that TCG Player or platforms like eBay are the bad guys. I think that they deserve every right to have the fee structure that they have. I think they deserve every right to provide upsells for people to engage with that provide more value to the buyer so that they can make a higher percentage of the profits so that TCG Player can make and take their bags, right? So I don't think it's bad at all. I'm a big fan of our economy. I'm a big fan of the United States. And I think that this is okay. Like the environment, the marketplace, the economy, this is so good for everyone involved. Now let's really think about this, okay? Are TCG marketplace sellers like experiencing an increase in sales? I think yes. Now here's the interesting thing about me. Here's my anecdotal experience and what I'm seeing is right before all of this mess with TCG Player, them selling their or closing down their operation in New York and changing states and all the people that lost their jobs sadly because of the business decision to move and to be more efficient as a company. I was ramping up my TCG Player inventory. I started branching out into Magic the Gathering. I'm actually in the process, you can see the boxes here. I'm in the process of sorting a lot of Outlaws of Thunder Junction cards right now. I'm going to get those listed today, and then I've got some Unfinity coming in tomorrow that's going to be so much fun to walk through because I've never opened those packs, seen the cards, but they look so cool. Here's the deal. I started ramping up my inventory. I went from maybe like 6,000 cards to anywhere between like 9 to 12,000 cards. So I basically doubled my inventory. So, and if you know anything about TCG Player, the deeper your inventory is, okay? And by deeper, I mean the more sets you have and things like that. You will see sales increase because as people build decks, as people collect sets, they use the auto optimizer tool on TCG Player to help save them some money. Well, if you have a deep inventory of multiple sets of playable cards, then your store is more likely to get picked, and so your sales just naturally increase, okay? So if you're looking to increase your sales and you have some capital, then look at deepening your inventory, whether that's Pokemon or Magic the Gathering or any other card game. I've experienced in both Magic and Pokemon personally. So I had already seen a surge of orders coming in, and then the TCG Player drama happened. It's not even drama, right? Like, side note here. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm like almost 5 minutes into the video. Guys, I'm Matt from RAR TCG. I'm just so passionate about this this topic. I didn't even remember to introduce myself, I don't think. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. The support on the channel has been crazy. We hit 500 subs, guys. It's so wild. Don't forget to like this video. I really appreciate it. Can we hit 10 likes again? That would be so sick. Last time I asked for that, we hit like 50, which is crazy. And don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs. Appreciate you guys. So let's get back to the video. So I say that I hesitate to say that the TCG player thing was drama. Listen. A large company, eBay, that's the parent company, right, that owns TCG Player. They made a decision for their business to probably be more effective and efficient and likely save them money by moving the warehouse, the TCG Direct warehouse. I don't know all the details, but they moved it from New York to the next place. I don't remember it off the top of my head. And in that process, they let go of a lot of employees. Does that suck? Yes. Is that sad? Yes. Is that bad? I think that can be debated, okay? Now, you may be like really mad. This may be like a super hot take that gets me canceled. Does it suck that people lost their jobs? Yes. Is it sad that people lost their jobs? Yes. Is it bad that people lost their jobs? For the people that lost their jobs and are negatively impacted, yes, it is. On the flip side, for eBay and TCG Player, is it bad that they are relocating their warehouse and had to make this hard decision? Probably not. They probably did a lot of calculations, a lot of investigation into this move, okay? This wasn't just something that they just snapped their fingers and were like, oh, I don't really like the warehouse being in New York anymore. No, this is probably months in the making. Now, the inner workings of eBay, large corporations, I have no idea how that runs, okay? Did they handle it the best? I would probably say no, right? So could they have done it better? I would say there's a high likelihood that they probably could have, and that people were negatively impacted that maybe didn't see the writing on the walls, maybe it wasn't clearly communicated, and so those people are now probably scrambling to find a job. That is really sad. That really sucks. That is heartbreaking, okay? So let's fast forward into the really main meat of this video, which is the Direct program. Because of what's happened in TCG Player, the Direct program has been shut down. It's now been down for a couple weeks, and they say that it could be a couple more weeks to come. I think that they have like Dust and Rivals and Final Fantasy back up in Direct. But what does it mean for everyone? So you have a lot of, you have smaller to mid-sized sellers that use TCG Marketplace that are saying, down with Direct, get rid of it, get rid of it. You're having Direct sellers, people that have structured their entire businesses around Direct that helps them pay their bills, helps them pay their employees. I'm thinking of like Cardinal Gaming, which I absolutely love Cardinal Gaming's content and everything. And they just released a video recently that really made me think about things. So I don't think that Direct should go away forever. But also, I don't think that Direct will be the same for the upcoming months, because a lot of buyers from TCG Player have been forced to interact with TCG Marketplace sellers. Now, there's a couple different things that could do, right? Number one, those people that are used to getting that service of the convenience of Direct, they may have had amazing experiences through TCG Marketplace sellers that really provided their card. They turned around their cards and shipped their cards in a reasonable way. So they received their cards sooner than they thought they would. Maybe their packaging in the customer service was through the roof. And they may be stopping and thinking like, wait, why am I spending 20 to 40% more in addition to shipping fees on Direct whenever I could save money? So the buyer can save money by buying from TCG Marketplace, and they can also know that the seller, the actual me, like the raw TCGs, are making better margins. So why would they ever go back to Direct? Because they could cut out the middleman being TCG Player altogether, outside of the normal fee structure. But they could cut out a lot of TCG players' additional margin and just shop directly from sellers that way. Not to mention utilizing pro seller websites and stuff on TCG to get even lower percentage and fees. They can minimize the amount that TCG is making, is all I'm saying. If a conscious buyer from TCG Player that's now interacted and engaged in TCG Marketplace sellers, they may have been left with a really great experience, and that may discourage them from ever engaging with the direct program again. Now, the caveat to that is they could have had a negative experience, and they may have been like, I'm not buying from TCG Player again until direct is back. So both of those things are totally realistic and probably have happened in this like 2 weeks. For me personally, as I said, I saw an increased number of sales because I doubled my inventory on TCG Player. Also, with this surge, like I'm definitely making at least 100 sales a week, sometimes multiple 100 sales a week, which is absolutely phenomenal for me. I love it. But yeah, is this sustainable? We'll have to see. We'll really have to see what the buyer behavior is once direct is back up and running. The meat of this video and everything was really just to say, as a TCG Marketplace seller, I don't think that direct should go away. I think it should always be available for people. And it really discourages me to see that there is this sentiment online of marketplace sellers saying direct should go away forever. That really, man, I'm getting kind of in my feels a little bit, because everything in life, from politics to the workplace environment to our social circles, if you go to church or some other community engagement place, literally in every facet of our lives, there are people that have this us versus them mentality, and it sucks, guys. Like, we are all in this together, okay? And just because me as a marketplace, smaller seller, like that's where I'm at. I'm a small fish in a large ocean. Just because I look at the big fish that are making so much more money, it doesn't mean that they're the enemy. It doesn't mean that they're stealing from me. It means that I have something to strive towards. It means that I have examples of people that are successful, that are making it, that are doing and living out the dream that I kind of have for my life. They're doing it. It's possible. It proves. It's a testament that it's possible to make a career, to make a living selling cardboard. And that's freaking amazing, guys. Anyways, be careful, guys. I understand that life sucks, okay? I'm a very optimistic person, but I'm also a very realistic person. I'm not going to get into my life story, but I just probably, like you have, all of us have experienced negativity. We've all experienced valleys in life, things that suck. We've experienced loss, grief, pain, anguish. Those are all normal human being experiences. But just because we may look at the person next to us, we may look at the seller on TCG Player that has 20,000 cells, and we may envy that person. It doesn't mean that they got it for free. It doesn't mean that they stole from the little guy to make their way up the ladder. It really, almost 99% of the time, yes, there's one-off occasions where someone makes it big. They post one video on social media and they have 100,000 followers and subscribers. Yes, that happens, but that's the exception and not the rule. These guys have put in the work, guys. These guys and ladies, these businesses have put in the hard work to grow and to make something amazing. Now, I see that and I'm encouraged, because I'm like, hey, if they can do it, I know I can do that. I know I can be consistent. I know I can work hard. And I'm not in competition with the people around me. I'm in competition with myself. I'm in competition with the laziness inside of me. I'm in competition with the apathy inside of me. I'm in competition with the negativity inside of me. And if I can conquer those things, if I can get better each and every day, I can move closer and closer and closer to my eventual dream of making this a full-time thing that supports not only me, but my family, and provides something really special for us, a legacy for us. I know that that's possible because I see people that have made that a reality for them. And I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to wish negativity on them. I want them to be able to pay their employees through the direct program, because maybe one day I'll be paying employees through the direct program. You know what I mean? I'm on a soapbox. Oh my gosh. I hope this video was insightful. I don't know if anybody made it to the end after I kind of went on that tangent hot take on not really feeling that the TCGPlayer decision was bad. It was bad for the people that negatively got impacted, but from a business standpoint, making hard decisions to become more efficient and effective and increase your growth, we're all gonna have to do that. If you're in business, you're gonna have to do that. If you're in life, if you're just living, you're gonna have to make hard decisions, whether to stay where you're at or make sacrifices to maybe get to where you wanna go. Anyways, I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know if I'm off my rocker. Dude, I can't wait. Negative comments, positive comments. I welcome all of them. Thank you so much. I'll see you for the next one. Peace.